Welcome to the Create It with Katrina Julia show by Fit Life Creation, where we talk all the things on faith, wellness, marketing, business, and travel so you create a life and business you love. I understand the struggle. I've transformed every area of life, from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and bondage to freedom, including transitioning from over 7 industries and more. You will learn all the things to create, transform, and inspire a life and business you love. So let's create it. Virgin Voyages is a vibe 2022. I went on my first Virgin Voyages cruise in October of 2022 and discovered Virgin Voyages on Instagram from Christine Lozado. With my travel to 7 continents, reaching 35 plus countries, I felt compelled to have an interactive, innovative, and integrative experience with a community. From what I could see online from the start, Virgin Voyages looked like a great idea. Virgin Voyages appeals to me because of the adult-only wellness, dining, and adventurous experiences all in one. It is time to put Virgin Voyages on your bucket list. Beyond its Virgin experience of excellence, Virgin Voyages is a cruise like no other. # not sponsored yet. My favorite things about Virgin Voyages include the vibe, service, dining, wellness, experiences, adults only, and the day trips. Virgin Voyages is a vibe. It's a vibe, period. You feel it immediately via the personal branding on the website, the digital marketing, and the app experience to set the tone for your cruise. If you haven't yet, definitely check out my 7 steps to build a personal brand and online presence in 2022, both on the blog and on the show. From the start, Virgin Voyages is a completely different experience than the other 2 cruises I took. Years ago, I did a Royal Caribbean's cruise, which I enjoyed, but it was also completely different. And then I did a very intimate 3-story Egyptian cruise on the Nile with my mom on a mother-daughter cruise. At a glance, Virgin Voyages offers Caribbean, transatlantic, European, and Asian cruises. I chose the Scarlet Lady with the Riviera Maya cruise and the timing during my birthday month in October. If you're curious about cruising with Virgin Voyages beyond this show, definitely check out my full-length blog post with images, with videos, and my YouTube playlist with over 20 videos on Virgin Voyages, including Virgin Voyages and what you want to know, not to mention my posts on Instagram and my Virgin Voyages guide on my guides on Instagram at Katrina Julia Fit. If you love innovation and interaction, you will love Virgin Voyages. It's not easy to narrow down Virgin Voyages to my favorite, but those are it. From the vibe to the day trips, my very first experience with Virgin Voyages is definitely a 5-star. Some tips to enhance your Virgin Voyages experience if you decide to cruise with Virgin is sign up for early check-in on the app. Some people missed it because they didn't notice it on the emails or didn't notice it on the app. Definitely make sure you do that so you can board early and explore the ship with little to no people for both spots you'll love, content creation, and more. Side note, the Wi-Fi without paying extra to upgrade is excellent. Make reservations for your favorite wellness activities and dining experience, although I would highly recommend always try your favorite spot, whether it's the wellness activity or the dining, even if no available reservations show up on the app, because my experience was that even when I did show up, I could always see several spots open, whether it was a restaurant or a wellness experience. Sign up for the spa on one of your cruising days to relax and reflect, and they have a super cool mudroom. I did this on my first full day of cruising. break a sweat and bring some bright 80s gear for the VHS workout. I brought a bright pink shirt and my striped K-Deer leggings. Eat breakfast or brunch at Razzle Dazzle seriously every day. Their acai bowl and their avocado toast is incredible. Enjoy a community experience by dining at the Gunbai Korean restaurant. I met some incredible people like a flight attendant from Virgin and a couple that had recently been married. And the flight attendant was there with her mom. So amazing to connect. Try out Shore Things for incredible excursions on the ports and day trips. I ended up having some Sailor Loot, which is basically extra money given to me by Virgin and a influencer, which I use to get fresh fruit juices. So side note, if you didn't know, I haven't drank alcohol now for 7+ years. You can definitely check out my wellness pieces on the blog and on the show, and my 14-day challenge and much more, including how I lost over 55 pounds 7+ years ago. So I used it for fresh fruit juices. I used the Sailor Loot I had, AKA extra money from Virgin and the influencer and the promotions on Shore Things at Cozumel and on Makeup at MAC, etc. Speaking of, get dressed up for Scarlet Night, dance the night away, and jump into the pool fully clothed. Yes, I did it in my bright red dress from Shine or Sheen or however you pronounce it. And yes, completely sober. Have fun at the shows, the clubs, and experiences all through the ship. Virgin Voyages takes both the cabin and the ship to the next level with service and sustainability. From the moment I arrived to check in at the V or 5 terminal to meeting the attendant for my cabin, which he's on my videos on my YouTube channel and my shorts as well. At every turn, my Virgin Voyages cruise with Scarlet Lady, the Riviera Maya, exceeded my expectations. Again, hashtag not sponsored yet, meaning not paid to share this blog, this show, the images, the videos. For the most part, everything went super, super smooth. The only thing where I needed additional service was that my Sailor Loot, the extra dollars for excursions and spa, was not transferred correctly to the app, and the Virgin team took care of it ASAP without missing a beat. So I do have a video on everything you want to know before you go on the Virgin Voyages cruise on my YouTube channel. And I have a sea terrace cabin preview so you can see the full insider look into the cabin. And I have a ship tour beyond the cabin as well. Virgin Voyages offers dining experiences like no other I have experienced in the world. And if you've tuned into my show, then you know I share a ton about my top 10 in cities and countries all around the world. And if this is your first time tuning in, definitely check out my top 10 on destinations like Portugal, like Mexico, like El Salvador, like Honduras, and the list goes on. With over 20 plus Michelin rated dining experiences, you will not be disappointed. Every dining experience delighted me divinely, and I do not say any of that lightly. If you love eating healthy or are plant-based like I am most of the time, Virgin Voyages makes it easy as well. So the places I tried included Razzle Dazzle. I ate there 4+ times for breakfast, like the acai bowl I mentioned, the avocado toast, and some fresh juices. I ate there once for dinner with an incredible mushroom type dish that was similar to like a tartare, but it was completely based out of mushrooms, and a literally life-size rainbow bright colored cauliflower. You have to see it to believe it. It's on the video on my YouTube channel, Dining I See Food and Eat It. Like it, you guys, it tasted just as beautiful as it looked. Like it was curry based and it was purple. Oh my God, you have to see it. I also ate at the galley, the food hall, several times, like when I was chilling at the pool or before and after workouts, like omelets at the 24-hour diner, like a vegan burger, sweet spot, like with a vegan dessert, like a vegan granola or dark chocolate, the daily mix, tacos, and more. I ate at Pink Agave once for dinner. I had some incredible food there as well. I ate at the Wake once for breakfast and once for dinner. and I'd gone by the Korean interactive experience I mentioned earlier, the test kitchen on my last night on the ship. You can check out a ton of that on my Dining, I See Food and Eat It video on my YouTube channel. Wellness experiences with the Scarlet Lady. If you love to travel healthy or healthily, you will love all the wellness experiences on Virgin. The 3 gyms on board, the outdoor fitness equipment, and the fitness classes will make you feel right at home. I worked out at the gyms every single day. I did workouts like the VHS workout and the HIIT workout, and then did various fitness equipment all around the ship. And every single morning I walked on the track, which was an incredible way to A, get fasted cardio in, B, just reflection time, prayer time, and see the sun rise. Endless experiences on the ship. Virgin literally offers something for everyone. I've obviously shared a ton already, whether it's dining or wellness or simply relaxing at the pool or in the jacuzzis on the ship. You could do that every day in between, whether you're, cruising on vacation, whether you're cruising and also it's, part of work for you, whatever it is, you will have your fill. They offer also non-traditional and shows that there are shows that are Virgin offers shows that are non-traditional and show the creative expression of what they call the happenings crew exponentially. They are the ones that put together the entertainment from the diva to the performers and the shows. I went to over 3 shows during my Riviera Maya cruise. I loved the social media workshops, karaoke, and other pop-up experiences on the ship. Speaking of experiences and pop-ups, Scarlet Night is a must. If you've seen anything about Virgin Voyages on Instagram and or on YouTube, likely you have heard about Scarlet Night on the Scarlet Lady. It is all about a myth with a pirate and or sailor and octopus and becoming human, and it's all centered around the color red. I loved getting glammed up and wearing my beautiful red dress, participating in the fun that the happenings crew had with the expression of the myth, and dancing the night away on and in the pool. You have to see it to believe it. So definitely check out my images on the blog link, in my YouTube videos, and on Instagram. Day trips. The Scarlet Lady Riviera Maya cruise included 5 nights and stops and day trips in Cozumel, Mexico, and Bimini, Bahamas. At a glance, day 1, we boarded. We then left Miami at about 6 p.m. Day 2, all day was sailing. I explored the gyms, different experiences all around the ship. Filmed a ton of content. I also went to the spa. I also ended up dining at Razzle Dazzle. Then the next day we were at Cozumel, Mexico. I'll share about that in a bit. Then we had sailing again, then the beach club at Bimini, Bahamas, and then arriving at Miami on the 6th day. After 2 days of cruising, we stopped at Cozumel, Mexico. I've visited Cozumel a number of times before. Actually, that's the first place ever that I went scuba diving with my friend Lorena, and we had traveled there with both of my parents as well. But I never went to Parque Igelógico. And I ended up getting my shore things, or extra sailor loot, and Virgin calls the trip shore, Shore things, by visiting Parque Ejiloquico. And basically my transportation to the park, the mangroves, beaches, food, and transportation back to the ship was all included. After a day of cruising and Scarlet Night, we arrived at Bimini, Bahamas. I spent the day soaking in the sun and the waves at the Bimini Beach Club. A perfect way to end any trip. We arrived in Miami early the next morning, and I chose the latest checkout possible with my flight to return to Atlanta around 6 p.m. from Florida. And I have a Bimini's Beach Club video, and I also have highlights of visually, so you can see, of my top reflections from Virgin Voyages, both linked within the blog and on my YouTube channel and the playlist. A cruising experience with Virgin Voyages is a vibe. The cruise is like no other I have encountered. Whether you want to experience rest and relaxation on the ship, encounter divine dining experiences at the 20+ Michelin rated restaurants, spend the day at the spa, enjoy the eclectic shows, dance the night away at every party or club, or immerse yourself in adventures and experiences on shore and on the ship, you will love it. What activities interest you the most on a Virgin Voyages cruise? If you want to create a life and business you love of freedom, you will love my 75 plus tools to create a life and business you love that you can find at fitlifecreation.com, on the blog, series on the show, and the very first link on my link in bio on Instagram at Katrina Julia Fit. Speaking of, leave a review on the show and I will shout you out. Make sure you mention your handle and on your website so I can include that on my review. We have over 30 plus 5-star ratings. And as always, friends, remember, create, transform, and inspire. You are born to. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel so you create a life and business already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.